Today we'll be going over agent website pages. So this is assuming that you already have set up your basic website and gone through the Kelly guide, or that Scott Leroy Marketing has set up your basic website, which is just the about me, the company profile, about the company page, and the contact us page. So this is assuming you've had that basic setup and then agent website pages in addition to that. That's what today's session will be about. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here. All right, and you're going to log into Command, and for this you're going to navigate to Consumer, which is the last option on the left, bottom left-hand side. And then you're going to navigate up to Agent Site Pages. And here you should see just those basic pages that you have. And again, it would be about us, contact us, and then about the company or company profile, something like that. I'm actually gonna delete this one off mine. So I'm gonna show you the simple pages that we have the ability to create. In order to create a new page, you're gonna click that button in the top right-hand corner, create a new page, and leave on my agent site selected. All right, and then from here, don't forget to name the page after you decide what this page is for. There's a couple things you can do here. Agent profile, if you use this widget, this is already used on the About Me page. So you don't really need to create another page with that. Now, other pages that won't be created for you yet, if you've done your Scott Leroy setup or you've done the Kelly Guy setup, are the testimonial carousel, testimonial list, and the testimonial capture form. Okay, so if you want testimonials to display on your website, you first need to create the testimonial capture form. And that is so that you can input testimonials onto your web page. All right, I'm just going to go through here and mute a couple people because we have a little bit of background noise. Oops. All right, hope I did that correctly. Okay, I'm going to name this testimonial capture. And then I'm going to just take this widget and drag it over. And it says widget not configured. And the next step is to come to the right-hand side. And at the bottom, click configure widgets. I am, quote, on a team. So I do have a team name. And your headline text can be something like, leave a review. The description text is already in here for you. Thank you for being a valued client to help me to continue to provide the best service that you and so many others have come to trust. We would sincerely appreciate if you could take a few moments to leave us a review. Let's see. And then the review headline is how would you rate your experience right here. And then the review placeholder text that will just automatically show up right here and they can type over it. It'll just be that kind of light gray color. I'm going to go ahead and save and apply. And then I can see the changes on the left. I'm going to go ahead and click Save Changes. Now it asks me, would you like to continue to cite and app settings to publish your page? So after you create a page to go onto your agent site, you do have to publish that page in the site and app settings section. We're going to click yes here, and it's going to take us directly there. All right, on this page, we want to come to this section on the left, agent site page, and we want to click add page on the bottom. And here is the page I just created. It's pulling up every page I created. So I want to select that testimonial capture form created on April 20th, 2021. Click continue. And my page title, this is what's going to show up in my menu at the top of my website. So it's going to show up, whatever I name it here is going to show up in this drop down here as the name of this page. And the URL slug, you want it to kind of be similar to your page title. And yes, I already have a leave me a review page, so. So you want to name the slug something like that. SEO description, you want to just name it whatever you named the page title. And then click save. I'm going to discard because again, I already have this on my website, so I don't want to add it twice. And then once you've added it here, you can actually drag this around so that you're reordering where those show up in this drop down full of all of your pages. All right, does anyone have any questions about this page, the testimonial capture page? All right. This is how you get the testimonials on your website. So first, you do want to create the testimonial capture page. And then go to your website. Click on that testimonial capture page. And then if you already have past reviews from clients that you want to enter in here, you go in here and you fill this out with their first name, last name, address. So that's the home you help them buy or sell, what year they've been a client since. Give the star rating and review. So if you already have like Yelp reviews that you want to put on here, you're going to have to manually enter them here on this testimonial intake page that I have called Leave Me a Review. And then you can preview the testimonial. And once you have done that, then you can create the page where those will be displayed on your website. In order to create that page, we're going to go back to agent site pages. And we're once again going to create a new page by clicking this button in the top right corner. And on my agent site, and click create page. All right, so for this one, we're gonna put testimonial list. And you can use one of two formats for this, the testimonial list. And this is how it's going to look, your testimonials. It's going to be in a list format. Or you can use the Testimonials Carousel. And this is the difference is that this one only displays a couple, and then you can use these arrows to go from side to side. I'm going to use the carousel to show you guys what this looks like. All right, and the next step is to configure this widget, which is this button in the bottom right corner, configure widgets. We're going to click that. All right, so at this step, you can enter the headline of your page. What my clients say about me. And I've already named this page in the top left corner, testimonials. I'm going to rename it Testimonials Carousel. And for client details, you can deselect any of this information if you don't want it to show. So if you don't want the city or neighborhood or last initial to show, you can deselect that. And here are the testimonials that were input into the testimonials capture page. So these were entered here. And then here I can select which ones I'd like to display on my testimonials carousel page. So if someone leaves you a bad review, you don't have to input that. And you can direct your clients after you create this page. You can direct your clients to this page. So if they're past clients, you probably don't want to ask them to do more work and leave a review if they've already left you one in the past, and you can just enter that information here. If they're a client that you just recently closed the deal with, sure, go ahead and direct them to this page unless they've already given you a review that you can input here. All right, so I'm going to select the reviews I want to display and save and apply. All right, so here's the preview of what the carousel looks like, and you can just see these. It goes like this, and it automatically is going to rotate. But, you know, I can manually work it too. And then I'm going to save changes and continue on to publish my page in the site and app settings. All right, I'm going to click add page. And here's that testimonials carousel that I just created. I'm going to click continue. And I'm going to title it What My Clients Say About Me. I'm going to slug it something a little bit shorter. And SEO title, What My Clients Say About Me. I'm going to click save. And I'm fine with it just being the last thing on my page there. And to show you guys how it looks now live on the site, here's my website. Here's my menu of pages, and now it appears what my clients say about me. And here's that carousel. Of course, yours are going to be longer, probably, than this just blah-blah-blah text. So every time you get a new review on your testimonials capture page, you do need to come and configure under agent site pages, that testimonials carousel. You do need to configure this. Oops. And then you need to make sure to select off that new testimonial that was added, so it displays on your website. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, and feel free to unmute yourself if you'd like to say something. So I'm going to move on to the other types of pages that you can create. So once again, I'm going to click create a new page in the top right corner, and we are under consumer still. And we're going to create it on my agent site. Click create page. And download my app is the last widget on the bottom right corner. This is the one we're going to use. So I'm going to drag that over. Don't forget to rename your page here. And this is going to automatically have your unique app link, but we do still have to configure this widget. So let's click that bottom in the right-hand corner, bottom right. Click your app. And here's my headline, download the KW app. I want to rename this download property search app. And I'm fine with this subtext here. And the button text, I'm fine with that. And I think it automatically puts this in for me. This is my unique app link. So this part, https://app.kw.com, that is standard, but this series of letters and numbers makes this app download button unique to me. So when somebody downloads the app and they create an account on the consumer app, then it'll show up as branded to me. Don't forget, they have to create an account for the branding to you to show up. And then they're going to show up in my database as a new contact if they're not already in there, and I'll get a notification in command that someone new has downloaded my app. That's how this page works. So if you want people to download your app, if you're promoting your website, it's good to have this on there. So I'm going to click Save Changes, and it's once again going to prompt me to continue site and app settings to publish your page. I'm going to click Yes. And then you're going to click Add Page. And here's download my app number 2. I'm going to click Continue. I'm doing the page title in the slug. And the SEO description. I'm just going to copy paste this. I'm going to click Save. All right, so now that will be added as another page on my website. And I didn't reorder it, so it's the last page. But if I want to, I can come back to that site and settings page, and I can drag this to wherever I want it to be on that menu drop down. So that is how you can create that page. Now, those are pretty much the only pages that you can create with the widgets. There is one more. If you have a team, let me go back to agent site pages and click create a new page. So you can create a page that is going to list all your team members. Click on my agent site, create page, and then my team. I'm going to name it in the top left corner. And then I'm going to use the team widget, which is the first widget. If you don't have a team, you're not going to be able to use this widget. This widget automatically pulls team members based on what our company has in Winmore as members of your team. So in our master backend system, if you don't officially have a team, you're not going to be able to populate this page with team members. Like if you have a marketing person that you outsource to who's not signed up with KW, you're not going to be able to add them to your team page here. So here's how it works. I'm going to configure widgets in the bottom right corner. I'm going to click that team widget, and the headline is Meet the Team. right, and then team. Here's where I select my team. And this is pulling from our KW system where we have all of our teams officially registered. So these are all officially registered team members. And the titles are based in their titles in our backend system. So that's why you see 2 rainmakers. I'm a rainmaker and so is Gabby. And I can check off who I want to show up on this page. And then I'm going to click save and apply. You can edit and reorder them by clicking that button, and you can drag them around. Ooh, it does let you change the role here. So it looks like, you know, no one really knows what team leader is on Rainmaker, so I probably would change that. Or maybe I would leave it team leader if I'm the, you know, team leader of this team. So those are great settings. This is actually new. Awesome. And then here's how it shows up. It's pulling their headshots from their KW command profiles. And that's where it's pulling their contact information from also. And I can go to save changes. And once again, it's going to have me go to site and app settings to publish your page. I'm going to cancel at this point. And actually, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. Or actually, I'll share my website with you guys and just want to open this up to discussion. So I understand that these sites only have a kind of a set number of widgets that you can use. I showed you all of those widgets today. Scott Leroy Marketing can help create some other site pages for you that are super basic, like I know a lot of people want to show your past sales. If you create just a Google Doc for him with, you know, just the simple, like the address, the list price, sales price, beds, baths, and then one image, and you put that in a Google Doc. So it's sort of like a Microsoft Word document. You could even send him a Microsoft Word document. He can create that page for you on your agent website. It's going to look really basic, just that basic info, one single photo. It's all we have the ability to do. Because as you noticed, we don't have those widgets, okay? So that's how you would do that. Also, there are a couple other pages that Scott Leroy can do for you. Like if you use the Cloud CMA, What's Your Home Worth page, he can embed your What's Your Home Worth Cloud CMA page onto this site and create a site page for you for that here. So if you want something extra like that, you can ask Scott Leroy if it's something he does or if he can do one of those pages that I named off for you. He can also create a Keller mortgage calculator or a mortgage calculator page and a few others. This website that we have, Search for Homes with the property search, with the IDX feed, the core competency of these sites is the home searches. We're connected to every single MLS across the country, okay? We get the listing information fast. People can search for homes. They can have an account. I'm signed in for my account, into my account. They can create saved searches. These saved searches have email notifications attached to them. Instant will email them within 30 minutes of new properties hitting the market that meet their search criteria. You get the data. You can see when someone has done a saved search, when someone has created an account, you get a notification in command on this bell symbol up here. Whenever they log in, you get a notification there too. You can see when they create a collection, when they add something to a collection. So that is the core competency of this website. The ability for people to do property searches seamlessly, for them to have access to all those listings. You can think of this like your personal Zillow page. People can do all the stuff that they're doing on Zillow, but you can see every property they click on. Does anyone have any questions about that? So I understand that we don't have, a bunch of different templates, bunch of different looks and feels. And we don't have a ton of different, widgets you can use to create agent site pages. But we've got a really great property search. We give you guys great analytics on what your buyers are doing, what they're searching, what properties they're viewing and favoriting. And it helps you help them better. So that's really the core of the site and the thing that it does really, really well.